Last 2 miles. I'm almost done. Amazing. The moon is actually disappearing. Yeah, it's actually disappearing. I can see it. You can see all the beautiful things around me. Yeah, I'm taking donations for one of these cars. I can send you my Cash App. Let me know if you want my Cash App. I want one of these cars. Yeah. I think I might need 4 of those. What do you think? I should just get 7 of these, huh? One for every day. And yeah, I need, and just let me know. I'll send you my Cash App. I like to be silly. You gotta manifest it. You never know. There might be that person that just wants to give me this car. But I'd like to get it. This one right here. Yeah, one of those. I just want one. Actually, the $2, I'm not a fan of the $2. But I like the $4. So let me know. And I can just send you my Cash App. I am 2 more miles to this beautiful meditative jog this morning. And like I was saying earlier, breathing into the body. Breathe into the body. I do a pranayama exercise while I'm running. I breathe in and out of my nose. I hold it. And what that does, it allows me to put my foot properly on the ground and stretch my lower back while I'm doing it. It's funny, I saw something on Google and they said, can you do your pranayama breathing while you're moving or jogging? Yes, you can. See, those are the wrong information that people give you, because what that thing does, it sends power, it sends energy to your ankles. And when that energy is sent to your ankle, you'll be so surprised. How gravity, how gravity actually sustains us. So breathing in and out your nose is very important at this time, because it allows you to deal with the stress of what's going on. Breathing into your mouth, like the ha, is very important. Because when we do that, you're allowed to deal with the stress, and I am recommending at least 3 to 4 miles a week, 3 to 4 miles a day before sun breaks. There's something about going out an hour before sunrise, and when you walk back, you're rising with the sun. That does good for the psychic. It helped during this difficult situation. Unlike many of us, from the time we were little, we were taught that God, that energy is outside of us, but it's not. What made you and I is not in a book. What made you and I cannot be spoken by another person. What made you and I, this creativity is right there within you, it's something that you've had with you all along without you realizing. It's a nice, beautiful wind this morning. As you can see, the sky, that's that energy of healing that is going to heal this situation that's going on. Everything is going to be okay. And I know it's very funny, because when I say this, I sound literally crazy. But when you've read about all the great teachers that have come here, from Christ to every single person, they have this thing in their mind that just believes that no matter the outcome, everything is going to be okay. Like, for example, this moon right here is seen all over this planet. This one thing right here connects us all. How is it that billions of people can see the same thing that I'm seeing? If that's not a miracle, what is? We do not pay attention to it, but if you speak to 1,000 people, 1,000 people can stand in one place and they will tell you that they see the same moon that you see. How is it that this one little square can lift up on top of all of us and we can all see it? This is the time to elevate ourselves in thinking, because when we begin to think like this, we can all come together and deal with this situation very easy. Very easy we can deal with it, in a collective consciousness manner. What created you and I cannot be taught in a book. What created you and I cannot be spoken by anybody. Only you know it. And that breath of life, you know it. You cannot, I cannot, no one can tell me that they understand my breath of life or what it's thinking. You might have an idea. It doesn't matter what equipment you put on me, you still cannot fully get what I am as a being. And when we begin to think like this as a human being, it's easy to come together. It is funny, when I first started my whole vegan journey, being vegan, it just really blew me away. I have been for over 15 years now. And when you become that vegan, like for me, veganism has allowed me to calm down. It has allowed me to control my emotions. It made me want to tap into myself more. It has allowed me to push my body. Like literally push my body. So that's why when people talk about, to someone who's vegan, 26 miles is nothing. Yes, and I'm saying that. Because veganism also allows me to understand my feminine power. The yin and yang, you got to be balanced. And like I always say, the most miraculous, the most powerful thing that I've ever seen is a woman giving birth. When I saw my son being born, I knew I can run 100 miles. 38,000 miles later, I'm still doing it because that's that motherhood. Because I realized the pain that a mother has to go through just to push out a baby. And it's so funny how powerful the mind is. Even though many women carry their beautiful body, deep down, they only have one way of thinking, and that's in a masculine manner. It is amazing. They're women, but they think in a masculine manner. Because that's just to tell you how powerful the mind is. Because from when you were little, when you've been taught that who you are is not great, that your culture is not great, that you're a female, you're this, you're that, you carry that energy with you. Same way I call it. Oh, you can't be African, you can't be brown. But when you begin to realize who you are, that as a human being, we're all one. Our energy, our uniqueness, we're all teachers, we're all students. Anything is possible. This time, we cannot look out. We cannot leave everything out to the scientists anymore. We are the scientists. That science is right here. Like any scientist that you've ever known on this planet, you and I can learn the same thing. The whole thing that I've learned about this whole meditative jogging and running and meditation is now my brain opens up to intellect. Now I'm ready to learn anything. Because names has been put on things, that PhD and all that. It's really funny, I've read the Bible back to back 3-4 times, the Quran. But because it is me, Ade Olude, that read it, and I'm African descent, people do not think I could understand it. People think you have to go to a theology school to understand how the Bible is written. No, you don't. Because I'm just reading just as they are. The only difference is they're being controlled by somebody that's telling them that, yeah, you got a PhD. That PhD is up here. The last time I read the Bible back to back, I got up every day around 26 miles. And you cannot tell me that whatever it is, God, that higher power did not speak to me. I don't give a biscuit who you are. To get up every single day and run 26 miles while I'm reading the Bible, you cannot tell me how much more understanding. And on top of that, me reading that Bible then, back to back, running these 26 miles, I abstained from a lot of things. I wasn't eating no animals, which I don't do, and I wasn't having sex. So you cannot tell me that I did not understand that book more than somebody that was practicing gluttony when they read that book. I think we have using culture and how someone looks to define intellect, that we don't even realize it anymore. We have made it look like certain person can only learn. Whereas in this reality, all you have to do to feel the God in you, move your brain. It doesn't matter who that person is. Nobody can tell you how to move that brain. Just feel that sensation right here. Nope, nobody can do that for you. Because that's your God right here. It doesn't matter how much a slave master beats you or whatever he does to you. He cannot tell you how to move this. You have to move this by yourself. And that's your freedom right there. You know, like all that things about being captured and we're being brainwashed. No. It is okay that we can be taught different things that we don't understand growing up. But when we begin to learn, you'll be really amazed that you are that God. You don't need anybody. That thing is right within you. You just gotta breathe into it. The breath of life. That thing is right there in your nose and in the water that you drink, that you take for granted. That water allows you to breathe properly. So today, my fellow beings, let me point this camera to this moon again. Amazing, amazing. You know, I'm actually coming up to almost the end of this meditative jog. And this right here is a collective consciousness. You know, it's a real preparation. I've been up since about 2 o'clock this morning. That's the time I get up before I come outside. It requires a lot of discipline. You know, to practice this. We don't have to go to China or India to seek self-realization. Anywhere you are with spiritual discipline, you are seeking self-realization. And I'm going to say one thing. You cannot seek self-realization through gluttony. I don't give a biscuit who you are. You have to regulate the way you eat, regulate the way you have your sex in order to understand the essence of God, or whatever you want to call it. You know, so to say this means discipline. You know, we live in a culture where I'm guilty of it. We just have sex just for the sake of it. In many cultures, sex is only allowed just because one wants to have a baby. You see what I'm saying? That's why some cultures don't even drink or smoke. So that's another topic that I'm going to share, you know, as I continue this journey of life, you know, through my feet, you know. So I'm not a runner because this is not running to me. It's very easy for me to come out here. It's the time. So tomorrow, I have that 26-mile meditative jog. And I want to say to every person that have made an effort, the vegan community, people that have made effort to realize animals is just like us. You know, we are not radical. We're not telling anyone what to eat. We don't, you know, that's not what veganism is about. But we also know there is a unique pattern with us as the animals. All you have to do is look at your dog snore every night. You know, all you have to do is look at your dog fart. It just blow me the biscuit away. And I'm very conscious of it right now because, man, being a Nigerian, when they fry, I miss those fried chicken. Because when they fry that thing, and the goat, oh my goodness. Especially with amala. Oh, Lord of mercy. But you know what? Those days I didn't know. But now I understood. So the journey of life, the journey of God, starts by what we put in our stomach. You know, the moon is out again. I love it. So like I would say, watch what you eat. You know, breathe into the body. That's the way we'll find God. By breathing in and out of this nose right here. That's how you find God. Do your own research. Everything that I'm saying right now, you can go and Google the whole essence of breathing. You know, and meditating and jogging. You'll be really amazed by what you find. You know, we're being misinformed. God is within you. From the moment you step foot on this earth, God has been with you. So to everyone that lost life during this situation, one love. and let us stay positive. Everything is going to be okay. And I'm going to say Ashe on this nice, beautiful day that I got to run another 13 miles just for the fun of it. Ashe.